because he is taking care of the child. In contemporary understanding, you may say, okay, he's buying diapers, or he's buying car chairs, or he's buying supplies, or he's buying this and that. So it costs a lot of money. Raising a child or looking after a child is not inexpensive. It is very expensive, especially in this country and in these circumstances. So the uncle of Thabit came to the Prophet ﷺ and he said, "O Prophet of Allah, my nephew is in my custody and I'm taking care of him. I'm looking after him. What is halal for me from his wealth? He has inherited wealth from his father. So is there any permission for me to use some of the wealth that he has inherited from his father? وَمَتَى أَدْفَعُ إِلَيْهِ مَالًا?" The second question, O Prophet of Allah, when should I release all the wealth to him? When should I give him all his wealth? So two questions. Number one, what is halal for me from his wealth? The child's wealth. And second question, when should I release his property to him? When should I give him all his wealth? فَأَنزَلَ اللَّهُ تَعَالَى هَذِهِ الْآيَةِ. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed this ayah. The ulama have different opinions in the meaning of al-ibtila, or test. Like what kind of test? What does this imply? So one opinion is that هو أن يتأمل الوصي أخلاق يتيمه. The caretaker should make sure that the akhlaq, the character and the manners of this orphan are corrected, and he is well mannered and well charactered. ويستمع إلى أغراضه. Now he should listen carefully to his goals. What does he want? What are his ambitions? What does he want to do with his wealth? And what does he want to do with his life? Who does he want to become? فَيَحْصُلُ لَهُ الْعِلْمُ بِنَجَابَتِهِ. When he listens to his goals, and the word that is used here is يَسْتَمِعُ, carefully. Don't just listen to him as a child. Listen to him carefully, like you're really testing him. So it gives us an understanding that this should be a serious test, not a mock test. It should be a serious test presented in a serious way. So you listen to him, you ask him, what do you want to do with all the wealth? Who do you want to become? And how do you want to spend this wealth? What are your intentions? What are your plans? What are your goals? So you listen to that orphan, you listen to that child, and that is before he reaches the age of marriage. So you listen to him. And many children, when you listen to them, they answer you in response very intelligently. Their intelligence is also reflected in their response and in their answers. So when that is happening, فَيَحْصُلُ لَهُ الْعِلْمُ بِنَجَابَتِهِ. So after doing that, the caretaker will have an idea, okay, where does the child stand? If the child is now responsible enough, if he determines that the child is responsible enough and mature enough and intelligent enough to be the guardian of his own wealth, then the wealth can be given to him. Then the caretaker does not has to maintain his temporary hold on the wealth of this orphan anymore. He can give it to him. He can release all the wealth. He can release all the property. But if he determines that it is not the time yet, he is not mature enough yet, he is not responsible enough yet, then he may still continue to maintain his hold on the wealth of this orphan until the orphan reaches the age of marriage. Now, the next question is, what is the age of marriage? So the first meaning of that is agreed upon by all the scholars is that when the child has reached the age of puberty, which means he can get married at that time. So that's agreed upon by all the scholars. And Imam Qurtubi rahmatullahi alayhi said, وَحَالُ النِّكَاحِ وَالْبُلُوغِ يَكُونُ بِخَمْسَةِ أَشْيَاء. There are 5 things or 5 ways in which it can be determined whether the child has reached the age of marriage or not. ثَلَاثَةٌ يَشْتَرِكُ فِيهَا الرِّجَالُ وَالنِّسَاء. There are 3 in which the boy and the girl are common. 3 things, 3 signs are such that are commonly found in boys and girls. وَإِثْنَانِ يَخْتَصَّانِ بِالنِّسَاءِ. And 2 signs are exclusive to the girls. And those that are exclusive to the girls, وَهُمَا الْحَيْض وَالْحَبْلِ. Number 1, menstrual period, menstruation. Number 2, al-habl, pregnancy. So if the girl started the menstruation, then she is baligh, or if the girl became pregnant, then she is also considered baligh at that time. These are the 2 things that are exclusive to the woman, to the girl. And 3 things that are common, those include the age of puberty, or you may call it the puberty. And the second thing that is also common is the wet dreams. These are also common. Now the ulama, they have differences of opinion with regards to the age. So let's say if a child has reached the age of 14 or 15 or 16 or 17 and has not yet had any puberty or has not yet had any other sign, a boy or a girl. So is there any age limit at which it can be determined that regardless of other signs, the child is now treated as a baligh? The child is now treated as an adult. So according to the majority of scholars, that age is 15 years. 15 سنة بلوغ لمن لم يحتلم. So when the child reaches the age of 15, he is considered an adult regardless of anything else. So when the child has become 15, he will be treated as an adult. Even in reality, he has not become an adult, he will still be regarded as an adult. So when the child reaches the age of 15, he should be given all the wealth that he has. Unless there is a compelling reason for which the guardian or the caretaker determines that he is still not mature enough, he's still not responsible enough, and if the wealth is given to him in his ownership, in his custody, he will waste it right away. In that case, the guardian may be given an extension of holding or maintaining his hold on the wealth of this child, on the wealth of this orphan. And Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi alayhi, he agrees that the 15 years of age is the final age, after which the child will be regarded as an adult. And that's in boys. In girls, it's even before. In girls, according to Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi alayhi, it's even before 15. وحال النكاح والبلوغ يكون بخمسة